Okay, next. Okay, ini ialah soalan tahun lepas juga. Ya. Jadi ini soalan yang tahap tinggi lah. Ya, bagi saya dia memang soalan kebat. Okay, dan dia tahap menganalisis dan menilai. Okay, kalau kita tengok kepada rajah ini ya, gambar rajah, graf ini, kita diberikan 3 lengkung, 3 curves. Okay, curve 1 dia berikan kepada kita serbuk zinc. Zinc powder 50 cm3 and 0.1 mole per cube. But the temperature is 40. Lepas tu nombor 2, everything keep the same but temperature is different. Jadi kita tuliskan di dalam untuk info dia. 50 cm3 concentration 0.1 mole per cube and then the temperature is 50 degrees Celsius. Sorry, the temperature is 40. Yeah? So this one is 50 cm3 with 0.1 mole per cube of the HCl and the temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. This one same, 50 cm3, 0.1 mole per cube and 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, soalan dia ialah, based on the diagram, explain how the curve tree is obtained without changing the reactant. Jadi reactant yang digunakan ialah zinc plus HCl. What you get actually? You get zinc chloride and hydrogen. Formula H2. And then this one we need to balance it. We put 2 here. Okay, jadi for experiment 1 and experiment 2, everything is the same. So what's the factor that affect the rate of reaction? Temperature. So which one is higher rate? Set 2. Set 2 is higher rate. Okay? Jadi macam mana you tahu dia higher rate? Because higher. You look at the gradient. You look at the gradient. For example, like this. Okay. Let's just show you with the graph. Okay. Kalau kita diberikan satu sketching of the graph like this. Okay. So ini ialah graf pertama. Ini ialah graf kedua. So kedua-dua graf ini menunjukkan rate of reaction. So rate of reaction is depends on the gradient. Gradient itu maksudnya apa? Kecurunan. So lagi curam dia lagi higher. So let's say this is experiment 3. This is experiment 1. Mana satu higher rate?
Experiment 3.
Experiment 3. Okay, why? Because it is steeper. Okay, kalau kita tengok tentang height, ketinggian. Ini height, ketinggian dia kan. Ketinggian dia mewakili apa?
Mole.
The volume of the gas that release. So this volume is depends on the mole of the reactants. So the reactant used just now is hydrochloric acid. So lagi banyak hydrochloric acid digunakan, the more is higher. So dengan itu, isi padu gas yang dihasilkan juga akan jadi lebih banyak. So katakan V2, ini ialah V1. So V1 ialah separuh daripada V2. Jadi maknanya kuantiti asid yang digunakan untuk eksperimen 3 mestilah separuh. Okay, just now we use 50 cm3, right? 50 cm3 how many? Molarity 0.1 m. So what is the mole of the HCl we use in set 1? In set 1. How many?
0.005.
Okay, MV per 1000. So MV per 1000, 50 darab 0.1 over 1000. What we get?
0.005.
0.005. Yes, you get 0.005. Dengan itu, untuk set yang kedua, set yang ketiga, mole of the HCl that we use must be how much? How many? How much?
0.005.
Half, isn't it? Half. Jadi maknanya berapa? 0.0025. Dengan itu, in order to get this 0.025, I can change the M or I can change the V or I can change both also can. So which one is suitable? So, saya nak ubah apa? Can I change the molarity?
Yeah.
So, the molarity will change to higher or lower?
Low.
Okay, you see that gradient. Gradient depends on concentration, isn't it?
Yes.
So concentration for set 3 is higher or lower?
Higher.
Higher. How much you want to increase? It's up to you. You want to be up the double. So double maknanya 0.2. Just now is 0.1, isn't it? This one 0.1. So you make it double lah easier. So let's say it is 0.2. So if I change it to 0.2, maknanya how much of the volume I need to use? So kita kira lah what is the volume that we need to use. So can you calculate how much? What's the answer? 0.0, 0,
0.0005.
0.00, 125, isn't it? 0.0125, isn't it? Bahagi 0.2.
Yeah.
0.0125. Jadi maknanya isi padu dia ialah sebanyak berapa? V equal to 12.50 cm3. Darab 1000. 12.5 cm3. Jadi dengan itu concentration that we use if 0.2, the volume that we need to add is 12.5. So that is method 1. If you want to change both. Okay, kalau saya tak mau ubah concentration, for example, I need to change what? I need to change volume. So how much volume I need to use in order to get 0.025? How much? 25. So because I want to get half, isn't it? So if I keep the same for the M, let's say the M is 0.1. So means that I keep the same for the M, I will change the V. Okay? So the V is, this one is 0.025. So the M is 0.1. So the V will be 25 cm3 ataupun 0.025 dm3. Jadi maknanya saya nak gunakan isi padu 25 cm3 and then concentration sama. Jadi adakah saya akan dapat graph curve tree if I keep the concentration same? Yes or no? Concentration sama. Isi padu berkurang. Adakah rate dia sama? Sama ke berubah? Kalau rate dia. Rate depends on what? Four factor. Concentration lagi? Temperature lagi? Size and also catalyst. Jadi sekarang saya keep the concentration same. I will get the same rate, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how should I get the rate become higher?
Volume, change the
I can change the
volume.
Concentration.
okay, now I keep the same concentration. So what should I change?
You
Volume.
can add catalyst.
Yes, I can add catalyst. So I can use catalyst. One more.
Increase
Change the
temperature.
Change the temperature. Change the temperature. So become higher or lower?
Higher.
Higher. So that's why when you look at this diagram, just now I back to this. Jadi kalau kita gunakan ini 40 ya, 40, ini 50. So suhu yang kita pakai mestilah for set 3
60.
60 ataupun lebih daripada 50. So that is the answer. That is the answer. Wait now. I change to this one. Okay. So we have two method to answer this question lah. First one ialah kita gunakan isi padu 25, but we keep the same for the concentration. So we need to change the second factor. The second factor will be
Increase the temperature.
we can increase the temperature
And add
ataupun
catalyst.
kita add catalyst. Mana satu. If you know the catalyst, you name the catalyst also can. Copper 2 sulfate ataupun CuSO, SO4. Okay? Or we can change both the M and V. So katakan saya gunakan concentration 0.2. Maknanya isi padu yang saya kena kira ialah 12.5. We already calculate this just now. Jadi itulah jawapannya untuk soalan tadi. Only 2 marks, but we need to think and we need to analyze. We need to menilai macam mana kita nak dapatkan V and M. You got it?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, seterusnya untuk ujian gas. Chemical test ataupun ujian untuk gas. Okay, jadi untuk chemical test, kita kena nyatakan kaedah. Okay, lepas tu kita kena nyatakan prosedur, pemerhatian and kesimpulan. Jadi contohnya sana cikgu tukarkan color. Okay. Kalau saya nak nyatakan chemical test, dia mesti ikut P, O and C. Apa tu P?
Procedure.
That is procedure. Apa tu O?
Observation.
Apa tu C? Conclusion. So in Malay maybe PPK lah. Prosedur, pemerhatian, kesimpulan. So setiap satu kamu kena jelaskan baru kamu dapat pengenuh untuk markah chemical test. So kalau dia nyatakan soalan macam ni, soalan macam ni. Nyatakan chemical test for the carbon dioxide. So bolehkah saya guna kertas limus?
No.
Kenapa tak boleh?
Dia bukan chemical.
Chemical kertas limus bukan chemical test. Dia ialah physical test. So test the presence of carbon dioxide, then you can use litmus paper lah. Kalau you use a chemical test to test the presence of carbon dioxide. So maknanya you kena gunakan satu cara saja. Apa dia?
Lime water.
Lime water. So kalau lime water, maknanya macam mana you kena buat?
Collect the
Collect the gas and then flow the gas into the lime water. After that,
The lime water will turn cloudy.
yeah, the lime water will turn solid. So macam ni, okay? You use a test tube, you put the acid, you put the things that you want to get. For example, the metal here, zinc, and then HCl here. This is calcium carbonate lah, for example. Calcium carbonate, and then this is the acid, HCl. And then the gas that they release, you see the bubble gas, right? So the gas that release, we will flow it into a test tube that contain lime water. So this is the lime water. And then what happened?
Lime water
Lime water turns
cloudy.
cloudy. Jadi bermakna kita kena flow the gas into the test tube. Itu ialah prosedur. The lime water turns cloudy, itu ialah observation. And then conclusion is the gas is carbon dioxide. Boleh faham? Okay, itulah jawapannya. So, number 1, that is the procedure. Number 2, that is the observation. Satu lagi dia tak tulis. Conclusion. The gas is carbon dioxide. Okay, seterusnya untuk yang ini. Describe the chemical test for the anion that present in sodium chloride. Apakah anion yang wujud dalam NaCl? Jadi kamu kena faham maksud anion. What means by anion?
Negatively charged ion.
Negative charge ion. So what's that?
Cl minus.
Cl or Cl minus?
Cl minus.
Cl minus, not the Na plus. So macam mana kamu nak uji Cl minus? So that's a concept. Okay. So what you need to do to test the presence of Cl minus?
Add nitric acid.
Add acid, isn't it? And then second step is Add silver chloride, isn't it? Silver apa? Silver nitrate. Nitrate. Silver nitrate. So what acid you need to use?
Hydrochloric. No.
Can I use hydrochloric acid?
Nitric acid.
Okay.
Oh, because
We-
it has
Can I use hydrochloric acid, girls?
No.
Cannot. Why cannot? Because it contains chloride. So I want to test chloride, but you put HCl for me. Then it's wrong. Okay? So what I need to use? Nitric acid. Normally we'll make the same. Silver nitrate and then nitric acid. Okay? So you add how much?
2 cm.
2 SQ. Add to where? In the test. Can I add to beaker?
No.
Why cannot beaker?
too much solution.
Too much solution you need to use. Okay, but that's not the matter lah. But the problem is when you use the beaker, can you shake it?
No.
You cannot shake. So we need to use a test
Test
tube. Test tube easy for you to shake, and then easy for you to look at the changes, observation. Dengan itu, okay, cikgu nak terangkan untuk proses ini kita kena gunakan 2 cm³ of the nitric acid. So this is the procedure. So the procedure, how much quantity you need to use? Only a liter. You can say a liter or you write the volume, 2 cm³. After that, followed by 2 cm³ of silver nitrate. So better you write the word, don't write the formula. Better you write the word. Okay, and then shake. Don't forget the shaken. Shaken means you want to make it mixture, become uniform. Alright. Okay. After that, observation. After that, the conclusion. Okay. So untuk bahagian ini, cikgu sediakan satu konsep menggunakan jari. Jari ini. Okay. Jadi kita mulakan anion yang wujud dalam silibus kita. Apa anion yang kita uji? Ada 4. Apa dia? Carbonate, lagi
Chloride,
carbonate,
Nitrate.
lagi chloride,
Nitrate.
nitrate, sulfate. And then cikgu letakkan di belakang satu lagi chloride. Jadi tips dia ialah cara chemistry nak skor cemerlang. Okay, ulang lagi. Cara chemistry nak skor cemerlang. So what you need to do? Kita kena harus 4 kali. Harus itu ialah H+. It means the acid lah that you added. And then harus apa? Ambil fizik biologi. Ambil fizik biologi. Lepas tu di sini H ini ialah apa? Hingga wow power. Best rasa wow power. Wow power means what? White precipitate. BR brown ring. And then white powder, white precipitate again. White precipitate again. So saya ulang. Carbonate, chloride, nitrate, sulfate, chloride again. So maknanya cara chemistry sambung nak score cemerlang. So seterusnya harus ambil fizik biologi. Lepas tu hingga wow power, best rasa wow power. Okay, so wow power means what? White precipitate. Best rasa brown ring, and then the last one also white powder. So what to do is like this. If you want to test the carbonate ion, nak uji carbonate ion, kita letakkan acid. Any acid pun boleh. Bagi contoh acid,
Hydrochloric acid.
hydrochloric acid. Lagi ni bos, sulfuric acid. Lagi nitric acid. Any acid you can put lah. And then what you will supposed to see. Kalau kita tambah acid, kalau dia ada carbonate, apa yang kita nampak? Ya, itu apa dia? Gas bubble. Okay, and then the gas bubble supposed to be carbon dioxide, isn't it? So what to do? Follow into the lime water, and then the lime water will turn
cloudy.
Yeah, so that confirm is carbonic ion because carbon dioxide is there. Okay, kalau kita nak uji chloride ion, so you pour the chloride into a test tube. About how much? 2 cm. Everything 2 cm. Okay, after that add acid. What acid you need to add? You look at the arrow beside. You see the nitrate there? Nitrate. So add nitric acid. Lepas tu add Ag nitrate. Okay. Silver nitrate. So nitrate. So look at the finger beside. Alright. After that you will get white precipitate. Okay. The same thing happened to the nitrate. So nitrate ialah ujian brown ring test. Ujian cincin perang. So dia ada berapa set? 3 set. Jadi jadi hantu paling panjang. Ya, dia ada 3 set. So you need to add acid, ion, lepas tu acid again. So what acid we need to use? Sulfuric acid. Lepas tu iron 2 sulfate ataupun besi sulfat. Ferrum sulfat. Ferrum 2 sulfat. Lepas tu acid again. What acid? Concentrated acid. So the first acid is diluted acid sulfuric. Yang kedua ialah concentrated sulfuric acid ataupun sulfuric acid pekat. Okay. Lepas tu apa yang kamu nampak? Brown ring is formed in the middle. Jadi bila kita buat first step and second step, the mixture must be shaken. Lepas tu bila kita tambahkan acid concentrated, can you shake it?
No.
So you need to do slowly. How you do slowly? Tell me.
You have to use the dropper.
Dropper, yes. Drop a few drops of concentrated acid through the
At the side of the test tube.
Yes,
you have
at the
to
side
drop
of the
it
test tube.
slowly.
Betul?
Yes.
So you you use a dropper, drop a few drops of the acid through the wall of the test tube, and then the acid will flow slowly, and then you get the brown ring. Brown ring, they will occur. They will form in the middle, and you cannot shake it. Otherwise, it will break. You will break into small space. You cannot see well. All right. So lastly, the sulfate ion. The sulfate ion, how you test it? Same thing. Pour a little bit or 2 cm into a test tube, and then add with the acid. What acid you use? Hydrochloric acid. And then add with the barium chloride. After that, you get the white precipitate. That's all. So memorize this finger, then you get all the anion tests easily. Okay. Seterusnya untuk persamaan kimia. Jadi persamaan kimia ialah bahagian yang paling penting dalam kimia. So kalau cikgu tengok balik, kemarin cikgu bilang untuk trial exam Kedah, you tahu tak berapa markah untuk part A yang melibatkan persamaan kimia?
No.
Ada 7 markah. 7 markah. And then part B, essay ada 1 soalan tentang equation. Part C juga ada 1 soalan. Jadi ketiga-tiga essay yang terlibat semuanya ada write the equation, chemical equation. Jadi equation sangat-sangat penting. Equation kamu kena faham sebab dia ialah basic kepada kimia, dan kita gunakan persamaan ni untuk buat apa? calculation. So you must know very well. Okay? Jadi persamaan kimia biasanya diberikan 2 markah. Markah pertama kepada formula. Formula for reactants and formula for products. And then markah kedua ialah imbangan for the balancing. Okay? For example, this question. Very easy. Reaction between magnesium and copper 2 sulfate. Can you write for me the equation? Magnesium and copper 2 sulfate. What we get? What's the product we get?
Magnesium sulfate.
Yes, and
MgSO4
magnesium sulfate
and copper.
and copper. Okay? Okay, show me your answer. Very good, Ishira. Very good, Neva. And also, oh, you write there.
Yeah.
Cannot see.
I'm holding
But I can
my-
see. Okay, very good. All correct. Okay, so ini ialah apa? Persamaan kimia.
Kimia.
Chemical equation. Okay, that is the answer. All right. And then the second one. Okay, I show you the answer here. You see, there's a 2 answer here, but the top one I put wrong, isn't it? And the second one I put correct.
Hmm.
So why the first one is wrong?
Because it's
Ethanol-
not imbang.
Yeah, ethanol react with what? Oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water. So why the first one is wrong? Where's the error?
7/2.
Oxygen here 7/2. Jadi kenapa 7/2 itu salah? Dia kena letakkan 3. Kenapa?
Because
Because
they
they forgot
didn't
the one oxygen.
Yes, you tengok sini ya. Sebelah kanan total oxygen is 4 plus 3. Total is 7. But the left hand side kita ada satu O kat sini. Jadi maknanya oxygen we need only 3 more. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. Jadi jangan lupa, jadi pelajar-pelajar dia akan cuai lalai kat sini lah sebab dia lupa ada O1 di situ. Jadi the correct one is 1 here, another 6 here. So we need only 2 times with
3.
3, not 7/2. You got it?
Yes.
Very good.